Today's port of call is Tokyo, the oversimplified version. I mean, is that even possible? Tokyo is so massive, it makes a mockery of a one-day port visit. Now, hopefully on your Asia cruise, you'll be spending extra time here before or after. But just in case, I'm going to show you my step-by-step guide, using the Tokyo International Cruise Terminal as a base to get you started for a DIY excursion day that's pretty easy. Along the way, we're going to share some experiences we had on this trip and in the past to give you some sightseeing ideas worth considering. I'm Troy, and this is the Port Lowdown. In my Yokohama port of call video, here's a link, I went over some basics. 1. Get an IC card in advance. Both Suica and Pasmo have tourist card versions of their regular transport cards, good for 28 days, just no refunds. These cards are essential for any travel around Tokyo as the city is served by several different rail companies. One card, no need for different tickets across different companies. I'll leave some links to helpful articles that go into excruciating detail about the ins and outs of rail travel. But bottom line, get one, either online or at the airport. And at the airport, you can use a credit card, at least for the 28-day tourist cards. Most everywhere else is cash only. And what reminds me, get cash. While credit cards are in higher use in the big tourist areas, cash is still critical for local establishments, some taxis, and recharging your IC card at machines, among a few examples. And avoid the rush hour between 8 to 10:30 a.m. on weekdays. Now that said, a typical port of call starts in the morning, of course, and you won't be hauling big bags most likely. So if you must, I would shoot for a time more towards 10 o'clock. Get ready to stand, and it wouldn't be a bad idea to carry a face mask since you're going to be very close to your neighbors. Besides, as we soon discovered, all those people on all those trains will be opening up the attractions and stores you may want to hit at 10 to 11 a.m. So getting out early from the ship will afford some head start time is all. And, if on a weekday, a taste of Tokyo commuter intensity. Now, if you have limited mobility, I'll leave a link in my description for deeper info and advice on this. Now, from the terminal, we're going to aim for the JR Yamanote Line, which runs in a complete loop at the center of the city. Now, for a tourist, this line provides the 101 highlight reel of the city. Tokyo Station, a major hub in the Imperial Palace, Shibuya, famous crossing, Shinjuku and the glittery Kabukicho, Ikebukuro, the anime and manga shops, Ueno, huge park and national museums, and Akihabara, the electric town. One super popular tourist site, Sensoji in Asakusa, is not on this line, but easily accessed via the, naturally, Asakusa Line. Point is, both the Yamanote Line and Asakusa Line run from Shimbashi Station, which is your transfer goal. And to get to Shimbashi, you'll take the train from the international terminal using the Yurikamome Line, which is right near the dock. So it's a two-step process. Take Yurikamome to Shimbashi, then transfer to Yamanote or other lines if so desired. Let's start with the Tokyo International Cruise Terminal, only about 11 kilometers south of Tokyo Central Station. Opened in 2020, it was designed to accommodate the world's largest cruise ships, which could not pass under the Rainbow Bridge to access the older Harumi passenger ship terminal. While many ships sail out of Yokohama, a number of others dock here, including MSC Bellissima, Norwegian Spirit, Royal Caribbean Spectrum of the Seas, Celebrity Millennium, as well as Holland America, Cunard, and Azamara. It's in the Odaiba area of Tokyo Bay, a large man-made island that's been transformed into a futuristic entertainment and commercial hub. The terminal is in that spirit. It's spacious, modernistic, and elegant. Curated art exhibits, with lots of photo ops on hand. But one thing we didn't see is storage lockers, SIM cards, lots of tourist info of course, and vending machines. A big selection of bathrooms that are whiz-bang even by Tokyo standards. No ATM, but money exchange machines. For ATM machines to accept foreign cards, you'll need to walk about 10 minutes to the daily Yamazaki convenience store. Now this handy lobby map pretty much lays it out. As seen here, you have two choices of rail station, the International Terminal Station and Tokyo Teleport. Teleport is an underground station for the Rinkai line, which offers a quicker and more direct connection to the JR train network. But it's also a farther walk, more than 20 minutes versus 10. The closer International Cruise Terminal station is essentially down the street from the port. The station serves the Yurikamome Line, which is overground, automated, and provides scenic views of Tokyo. Walking out, the bus concourse and taxi stand are right up front. Just follow the signs out. And you'll find the longest sidewalk. There's a nice park to the left if you feel like meandering. Higashi Yoshiro Greenway. Oh no, this is not wheelchair friendly. Sure is pretty though. There's a rise on the sidewalk just before the street. If you're in need of a less steep angle, say in a wheelchair, they were thoughtful and provided this ramp to the side. Once past the overhang, you have two choices for getting to the station. Make an immediate left and follow the sidewalk for about 300 feet. This side facing the pier does not have an elevator, but escalator. If you need an elevator, don't go this way. Cross the street here. And it'll take you to the other side, and there's an elevator on that side. The station is designed to be barrier-free, with elevators connecting the street, ticket gate, and platform levels. It also has braille panels and audio guidance for accessibility. For central Tokyo, you'll need Platform 2 for Odaiba, Shimbashi. Stops have numbers along the route, so as you ride, you'll know you're heading in the right direction by the numbers counting down or up as you make stops along the way. It's about 17 minutes to Shimbashi Station. When we got off at the arrival platform, we followed the signs for the west exit, where the transfer for Yamanote Line is clearly marked. The Yamanote Line is designated with the JY logo on signs. Anyway, be careful to follow the signs, as you'll need to get out of the terminal. Remember, Yurikamome Line is run by a different rail company. Then, we turned left and crossed a small square to get to the JR Shimbashi station. We were there in summer and it rained quite a bit, not uncommon for that time of year. Shimbashi Station is one of the most well-connected stations in Tokyo, with service from 4 different railway companies, so expect lots of signs for different lines. Shimbashi itself, by the way, is where the Ginza is, that famous high-end shopping district. Now we stayed focused on getting to the correct platform for Yamanote. Next task, which direction? The Yamanote Line actually runs on 2 tracks going in opposite directions for maximum efficiency. The signs will show destinations like Shinagawa and Shibuya. This goes in a clockwise direction. The sign will show destinations like Tokyo and Ueno. This goes in a counterclockwise direction. Now we use Google Maps for our ultimate destination, which is pretty good at indicating the proper platform, but these destination hints are a good backup if you get confused. Now when you ride, pay attention to the status screen that the stations rolling by are going in the right order for your route. And if you get on the wrong train, you simply get off at the next stop, cross the platform, and take the train in the opposite direction. A full loop takes roughly an hour, by the way. So getting to this point, not too hard. Figuring out what to do can be, especially for a short port day. Let's just say any particular area you focus on will have way more surprises than you bargained for. Now we tend to focus on one particular aspect of the city, like whether it's shopping or museums, go to one particular region and explore. My son and I did a short excursion to Shibuya, home of that famous crossing. It's a checkbox to check, but it is fun. And in the rain, it made an interesting impression with that sea of umbrellas. The key here is to find a point across and stick to it, since foot traffic is coming in all directions. Indecisiveness is not an option. We had some shopping to do, so we hit the ultimate discount store, Mega Don Quijote Shibuya Honten, open 24/7. It's a 5-minute walk from Shibuya Station. Don Quijote is one of Japan's biggest discount stores, and this is one of the biggest, spread out over 8 floors from the basement to the 7th floor. It's also Japan's answer to Crazy Eddie's Discount Emporium, with that hyper-dense wackiness that Tokyo is famous for. We needed water bottles, so we spent some time just getting oriented, if that's really possible.
Okay, we're getting warmer.
It's almost better to not have something specific to look for, but get lost in all the glory.
Like looks closer to utility. Okay, knives. Okay. Right. Oh, water bottles too.
We did find restrooms, although I wouldn't remember now which level or even where, even if my life depended on it. Finding staff on the floor was a little tough, frankly, so be prepared to turn on your scavenger hunt radar. We next hit the Godzilla store Shibuya, located on the 6th floor of the shopping complex Parco Center. My son is a hardcore Godzilla fan, and this small store offered a wide range of products only available at that store. At the front, the statue comes to life with a light and sound show. Its body illuminates with a red glow to replicate its burning form. Kinda reminded us of our previous trip, when we visited the big Godzilla head in Shinjuku. Located on the 8th floor terrace of the Shinjuku Toho building, it also houses a hotel, Brasserie Shinjuku. The big head comes to life every hour from noon to 8 p.m. with sound effects and smoke. The terrace is accessible to hotel guests and visitors to the hotel cafe. And as far as booking a themed room, there are actually 3, but only available for reservation on their website. One of Shibuya's most notable food offerings is train sushi, or rocket sushi, at Uobei. We tried this when my son was younger, and I still remember it. You order from a multilingual touchscreen tablet at your table. The plates arrive on small trays, often designed to look like a bullet train or a race car, making a quick stop right to your seat. And they have a bunch of non-traditional sushi, which might offend the purists, but boy, it's a kick in the pants. Never had hamburger sushi before? Well, try it here. It's also known for being fairly budget-friendly, and since every order is made on demand, the sushi is always fresh and arrives pretty quickly. On a past trip, we made a memorable stop in what turned out to be one of Japan's most important temples, Sengaku-ji. The closest train stop is Sengaku-ji from the Yamanote Line, but it's also close to Takanawa Gateway off of Yamanote. Sengaku-ji is the final resting place of the legendary 47 Ronin, masterless samurai, and their lord Asano Naganori. After the lord was sentenced to death for assaulting a corrupt court official, his 47 Ronin avenged him by beheading the official 2 years later. Sentenced to commit suicide, all 47 are buried next to their master. The story's been retold countless times in Japanese culture. Plays, movies, even comic books, remaining a national legend that resonates with the Japanese values of loyalty, sacrifice, and persistence. As such, it's a pilgrimage site. You can QR code an English audio guide on your visit, as well as leave incense at the graves for a 300 yen fee, or explore the museum for an additional 500. We found it quite moving, especially since the space isn't a grand palatial temple, but a humble one inside a quiet neighborhood. Maybe you want to take in something closer to the port. The Odaiba area is filled with attractions too. Some within walking distance, like Gundam Diver City Tokyo, where you can marvel at a 19.7 meter tall, 1:1 scale statue of the RX-0 Unicorn Gundam from the series Mobile Suit Gundam Unicorn.
This is 1:1 scale.
1:1 scale?
Yeah, that's how big a Gundam will actually be.
Look at those feet.
As well as shop their huge special edition store for all things Gundam at Gundam Base. And pretty much across the street from the port is the National Museum of Emerging Science and Innovation. But the one nearby attraction that stuck with us for years after seeing it was TeamLab's Planets, a body immersive art installation that's like the ultimate trippy obstacle course where you crawl through beanbags, wade in knee-high water and projections, wander a mirror room which made me contemplate the expanse of the universe, and a rumpus room with changing colored balls, among others.
You can interact with balls. Like I'm gonna hug one.
All are designed to sense movement, so no visit is exactly the same. Now, if you have mobility issues, you're still welcome, but you'll need staff assistance to skip over some of the more difficult portions of the route. And it's super popular, of course, so pre-booking is essential. It's expected to be open until the end of 2027. See our link in the description for booking info. And if you feel like you need a break from the tourist hotspots and just hang out in a cool local neighborhood, try Kamata. It's about 45 minutes south of the terminal, so it's more of a commitment to just chill with the locals rather than hit the hotspots. We stayed here twice on a previous trip, and we really loved it here, especially the great food. It's in the Ota ward in southern Tokyo, pretty much next door to Haneda Airport, so it makes it a viable option for overnight stays. It has a working class atmosphere with a network of shopping arcades and a wide variety of local restaurants and bars. It's a place to experience life in Tokyo away from the tourist crowds. And we found ourselves hanging out here quite a bit. Kamata is famous for its public bathhouses that use Kuryo-yu, or black water hot springs, mineral-rich waters that are said to have healing properties and are a unique local attraction. It also has a special children's playground, Tire Park, known for its large play structures built on recycled tires, including a Tire Godzilla. Of course, we can't even begin to scratch the surface of Tokyo. This is one place where just being here and traveling around is a trip unto itself. Now, if this video has been helpful, please be sure to hit us up with a like and maybe a hype. We aim to help the independent-minded cruiser with DIY suggestions and helpful tips. Check out our other videos and our website, portlowdown.com, for more info and helpful links. And as always, keep those comments coming. We love them and respond as soon as we can. Have a great adventure in Tokyo, whatever you do, and see you on the next cruise.